I never expected to hear from him again. The rain was falling hard on Chicago streets, neon lights reflecting in puddles like broken glass. And then my phone buzzed, Liam's name flashing across the screen, pulling a memory I thought I buried. I froze, coffee cup trembling in my hands, unsure if I should open the message. But curiosity won, and I tapped it, my heart already knowing this night would change everything.
He asked to meet at a small diner near Lake Michigan, the place we once called ours. I arrived early, rain dripping from my coat, eyes scanning the room for a ghost. And there he was, older, tired, but somehow exactly the same, looking at me like I never left. I wanted to run, but my feet felt glued to the tile floor. He smiled softly, and I realized my heart had been waiting for him all these years. We talked for hours about jobs, mistakes, and the empty spaces in our lives. He told me about the cities he ran to, the debts he couldn't escape, the nights he wished I could understand. And then his voice faltered, a shadow crossing his eyes. "Claire, I'm sick." I wanted to scream, to shake him, but all I could do was sit and listen. Every memory of love, every stolen kiss came rushing back with a force I hadn't anticipated. One evening, he didn't show up at the diner. I drove through the rain, heart pounding, until I reached his apartment on the west side. The door was unlocked, and I stepped inside, calling his name. There he was, asleep on the couch, camera in hand, a photograph of me resting on the table. Tears blurred my vision as I realized this could be the last moment I would ever see him alive. A month later, a package arrived with no return address. Inside was a memory card, dozens of photos he had taken of me over the weeks we spent together. And the last photo was a sunrise over Lake Michigan. The note saying, "Every sunrise after you is still yours." I walked to the lake every morning, coffee in hand, feeling him near, in the wind, in the water, in every memory. And I realized love isn't holding on, it's remembering, even when the person is gone. Sometimes love comes back to remind us what we are capable of, even if it hurts. Even when life pulls people apart, even when tragedy strikes, the heart remembers. If this story touched you, share it with someone who has loved and lost. Because sometimes hearing a story like this reminds us we are still alive, still capable of feeling deeply. I'm Claire, and this was The Last Train in Chicago.